Right. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Update, my 1000 days challenge. This is day 451, so let's get things started. All right, so first and foremost, you'll notice the balance is down a little bit, and that's purely based on the main trading house setup. So I took another stop loss for Bitcoin itself for one of the systematic approach, and I also take one profit for my experimental trade setup for Chainlink itself. So Chainlink went in my favor. So otherwise, in terms of the daily wise experiment or my main trading house setup wise, I'm long for both Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Link. On the other hand, for the experimental setup, I'm actually only long just remaining Ethereum. So yeah, but other than that, in terms of position wise, going on a weekly market structure update itself, Bitcoin tentatively looks to be neutral. But if you look purely on the single candlestick pattern itself, it looks to be really bearish. We got an inverted red hammer itself. And then we also got a small little spike in terms of volume itself, although it's doing in that sense. So I'll say that this climb is most likely due to some sort like a supply shock itself, because there's actually a lack of sellers selling in at this moment in time. So yeah, you can see that even though price fall over here, there was similarly a lack in volume. Here, similarly, there's lack in volume. So a lot of times people are saying that there is a potential supply shock coming in for Bitcoin, which is probably going to be the main key driver pushing the price upward. And this seems to be like it, because regardless of price going down or up, the volume is not picking up. It goes to show that there is actually a lack of both sellers and buyers at the same time. But if the buyers are able to pick up and the sellers remains to be low, then price could definitely shoot up due to a lack of supply. But of course, if the buyers decided to step in, which they should have because there's a bearish candlestick, and yet they are not pushing it today itself. In fact, we're climbing towards the upside. So if this week, for example, we close below the low of last week, which is 59,000, then tentatively I do see potential pullback and retracement towards this 52K region itself for potential support. But if we actually continue to hover around these 60K to 67K region itself, if we consolidate in just 1 to 2 weeks, it could prove to be a very exponential curve in the coming weeks ahead. So that's something to bear in mind. And one thing to key note is to take note of is that Plan B, which has been right for consecutive 2 months. I think he mentioned the low was around 20 or 29 or 30K in terms of August, if I'm not wrong, August or July. And then he also predicted that it was going to be 43K, I think the month before. And then even for last month, I think he was quite accurate in that sense. So yeah, so he has been on the roll in that sense. I'm not sure when the trend will be broken, but let's see how things is. But one thing for certain is I do not expect this momentum that the plot now tried to go as per the plan, because that just doesn't make any logical sense. And then one person can predict, that has the ability to predict the price with that kind of accuracy over extended period of time. So let's see how things goes. All right, otherwise in terms of 4-hour chart, I don't see any potential setup. Of course, you could have entered this. So this would have been a very nice pullback and a very break above over 50 simple moving average. You could enter over there. But for me, I would wait for a break above here, one if some sort of retracement. And we do test some sort of 61K, or at least a small retracement to retest the 50 simple moving average, and then a bounce to break above, there'll be a very nice setup in that sense. And also there's a potential resistance that is 64,000 to 65,000 mark, which is both the 0.618 and 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level itself. So that's something to bear in mind. So yeah, we do have a spike up, retracement over here, and then we break to higher high, then there'll be a very healthy sign. But bearing in mind that we could still potentially consolidate over here for a period of time to perhaps even the middle of June or the July, middle of November or even December before we continue to run up, which will be a very much healthier sign instead. All right, so with that said, I'll keep you guys updated if I enter any new trades. Otherwise, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.